few years back, prior to being a police officer, I worked as a security guard at a hospital. Sounds cool, and it was, except for the fact that it was 9 PM to 7 AM. I worked alone, and the hospital I guarded was abandoned. A year prior, the hospital built a brand new facility to replace their 5-story tall 1900s building. When the employers and patients left, they left everything in place. It looked like the people just disappeared in a hurry. Partially full coffee mugs, uniforms hanging on coat racks, wheelchairs in the halls, everything as it was, with a good coating of dust. I was always a third shift kind of person. I don't get night jitters or scare easily, but this place could do it to the best of them. Every night I would walk or ride in a wheelchair through the halls that were supposed to be empty, unused. Every night I would end up having to close doors and relock them. I would walk one floor, move up to the next, and continue on. I got a little shaky when an hour after already walking a hallway, I would have to turn off the same hall lights and close the same doors again in the building. Or when I would be walking a hall, and then I would hear footsteps on the floor above me, doors opening and closing, elevators moving from floor to floor, phones ringing, nurse call lights going on, etc. There were only 3 times I got "I hate this shit" feeling. First time, I was checking offices on the 4th floor. There was a light on in a locked hallway. No surprise. This hallway hasn't been renovated since the place was built. Short of electricity, so everything was from the 1920s. Unlock the door, flip the lights, walk out, relock the door, and turn to leave. Behind me, I hear the flip of a light switch. Through the frosted glass, I see the lights went back on. I left the hallway alone that night. Second time was riding an elevator between floors. I was taking the elevator to the top floor, when at about the 4th or 5th floors, I hear laughing and muffled talking. It kept getting louder as it got higher. Elevator makes it to the 5th floor, doors swing open, and absolute silence. Of course, every light was on the floor, even in the patient rooms. I checked high and low, not a single living and breathing person in that place, except for me. Third, and worst of all, was just an average night. I'm on the lower level, locking a door in a corridor. The door had a glass middle, but on the backside, it was covered by white tape. The room it led, it was dark, and the hallway a few feet behind me was partially lit, so the glass acted like a perfect mirror. Everything normal. Key and lock clicks, turning the key. When behind me, I see the full outline of a person walk past me in the hallway. Clear as day, just a full shadow of a person walked past. I froze only for about a second and then ran into the hall after the supposed person. No one. Just silence. Awesome gig, but after a year it felt like I should have been an exorcist with all this stuff happening. The other guards that worked on the days opposite to mine had the same stuff happen, except they always saw nuns walking into rooms just outside of an old rectory chapel on the 3rd floor.